Nickelback. After Celine Dion and before Justin Bieber, they were considered the punching bags hailing from Canada. Ever since the mid-2000s, they were derided because they were considered mediocre musicians. They do have their many flaws, but as someone who grew up to quite a few Nickelback songs, there is something that didn't really sit right with me in terms of all this. Maybe it's because the hate is way too overblown, and it surely is. Calling them the worst band of all time? I'm pretty sure there are worse musicians that are way worse than Nickelback, and there are better bands who have made far worse music than this band. So, this video is going to look at reasons why people think Nickelback is a terrible band, and me trying to make a case against it. Keyword being try. There is a real issue with people being so ingrained with pop culture that eventually someone will take issue and wonder what the big deal is. And eventually, they'll find people who take issue as well and tear apart the person in question. Nickelback is no exception, having found mainstream popularity with 2001's Silver Side Up and 2003 The Long Road, both which went multi-platinum and had massive hit singles like Someday and How You Remind Me. However, when All the Right Reasons was released in 2005, the public began to turn on them. Sure, some of the songs have become singles that were played on the radio, and much music on rotation every 2 hours. Okay, yeah, with great popularity comes great overexposure in some cases. So yes, getting tired of something that has been exposed to you is a regular occurrence. That is true. But that's not the band's fault. Radio and music video channels have had popular videos and music constantly in rotation for years and years, and a point in time when rock could be played alongside hip-hop, R&B, and dancehall. The fact that Nickelback was part of a diverse of nature when they reached their peak was more or less a sign of relief. Over time, their flaws became noticeable, and even more of their minor quirks have made them hated. It's okay to not like things because they're overexposed, but to derive a group of musicians that worked hard to get where they are, being successful beyond their wildest dream and become popular, that is not so much the fact that they are really popular, and more along the lines of someone having a dumb reason to like them. Nickelback do have flaws, and it's okay to not like them, but not liking them because they're popular without any good reason is a weak reason. And that is not true in the slightest. And I'm gonna make this one quick. Sure, most bands have a sonic sound that makes them identifiable, but that doesn't mean all of their songs sound the same. As for Nickelback, I am pretty sure that the people who say that the songs sound the same are the ones who see in that video that says their songs sound the same, and then structure them together and play them at the same time. I'm guessing people forget about Photograph. That's a song that doesn't sound like anything they did before. Nothing sounds like that song. What about Feed the Machine, one of the heaviest songs they ever did? Far Away, which is an acoustic guitar song. She Keeps Me Up is a funk song, and Got Me Running Round is a reggae-esque song featuring Flo Rida. I'm not saying that these songs are good, but these songs are just a few tracks that actually are against the argument that all Nickelback songs sound the same. Okay, mostly justified, let's move on. A band with talented musicians but the lead singer turns you off? Yeah, they exist. So maybe another reason is because it's fun? Okay, it's one thing to make jokes about someone, but not everyone will know it's a joke. For example, there are people who joke that Red Hot Chili Peppers do nothing but sing about California, when that's only around 5% of their songs. But there are people who will legit think that they do nothing but that. So what are the jokes? Nickelback's lyrics are basic? They're about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, living the rock star life? Yeah, if you want something deeper, listen to Rush, Radiohead, or Mastodon. And even still, they still have songs that break out of their comfort zone. Lullaby is about saving a suicidal person from the brink. Never Gonna Be Alone is exactly what it says on the tin. Far Away is about a couple who are separated from one another, then reunite. And What Are You Waiting For is about following your dreams and not wait around. So with these songs and others, saying that the band is nothing but a basic bitch band is faulty at best. Then again, most radio stations do like to play their basic songs. Is it because they have been voted the worst band of all time? Again, that may be because of overexposure. Is it because they're arrogant? Yeah, they do live that stereotypical rock star style, but they do have a sense of humor, constantly poking fun at themselves. Is it because people think that they took part in killing rock with their generic music? Rock isn't popular at the moment, but it's not because of them. And remember when nu metal was said to have killed rock? Remember when post-grunge was the worst thing to happen in rock? Remember when people complained that Machine Gun Kelly was doing a pop-punk album with the intent of wanting to bring rock into the mainstream? Okay, that's really a bad example. Music always has a band, person, or genre that will become the new rock and roll because it's not to their liking. But once newer music comes in the future, sometimes, that previous era might not hit at home for some, and Nickelback really is not much of an exception. Nickelback are a divisive band. I can see why people don't like them. They are an acquired taste at best. Some arguments are justified. However, some reasons are as to why this video was made. Their albums sell millions upon millions, and their concerts are packed with fans, so they might be doing something right. I wanted to put my 2 cents in and tell why the hate is overblown. And as for musicians who should be punching bags from Canada, I can think of one person who has made way worse music.